Five, four, three, two, one. What's going on, YouTube? How's everyone doing on this lovely now Thursday morning? Early morning. The time is now 12:50. This is Mike in the house, and today I am going to show off my vinyl pickups video, along with I bought a couple of Blu-rays and probably I think one DVD from Walmart actually. So let's see. How many vinyls did I get? That's a question. So I'm gonna show you real quick. So I got this box basically. So you pretty much saw one of the vinyls pretty much. So all right. So without further ado, let's see what I picked up. Did I pick up anything from Walmart? First off, we're gonna start with that. So I got a bag worth of stuff that I got from Walmart. Let me see, how many movies did I get? And my cat always wants to be in the picture for some reason. Every single time I go on live, my cat wants to be in the picture. So okay, so I got four movies. Okay, so I got three Blu-rays and a DVD, and one of them being a steelbook. A steelbook Blu-ray, which that's for me that's pretty rare these days. So first, I'm gonna start off with the 4K. I mean, with the Blu-ray stuff first. The Walmart titles and stuff like that. I'm gonna get those out of the way. Then I'm gonna show off some vinyl for you guys. So first off, click that like button. Subscribe to my channel. Write any comments that you want in the comment section below, and let's get right to it. All right. So the first movie that I bought, and this is a DVD, and I think this is only on DVD only. And this is First Kind. And this is stars the underrated Ben Foster, Academy Award winner Tommy Lee Jones, and Jenna Ortega. And this movie, I've heard pretty decent things about. I think it got decent reviews. And this is on DVD only. And this is from Paramount. And I don't know why like Paramount don't put out, certain movies on Blu-ray and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Um this looks like a very, decent movie. Tommy Lee Jones. I mean, the fact that Tommy Lee Jones is in this, and I haven't really seen him in much lately, so I mean, yeah, I gotta feel that Tommy Lee Jones is like one of my favorite actors and stuff like that. So yeah, this looks like to be a potentially good movie. Jenna Ortega. I mean, I'm glad that her career is up. Her career is going good with Beetlejuice and Scream and Wednesday. Well, she's not in Scream anymore, but the success of Wednesday, you know what I'm saying. Do I think now there's people that think that she's overrated, but I think she's to me she's kind of slightly overrated, but at the same time, I mean, she's a pretty decent actress. I'm not gonna say she's no Meryl Streep. You know what I'm saying? She's sure as hell not Betty Davis. Not definitely not even close. But yeah, she's a decent actress. So the next movie I got, and I've heard pretty bad things about this one. I heard it was pretty boring, and it was a letdown. And this was Night Swim, and this is from the producers of Megan and the Nun. And this one stars Kerry Condon and Wyatt Russell, who is Kurt Russell's um, son. You know what I mean? And you know what? You know what's funny? Like Ryan Russell, I swear he looks just like his father. He looks just like Kurt. I wonder if they were gonna remake the thing. I wonder if he's going to be in it because he would be perfect, right? You would think. So if it was ever to be a remake of the thing or like a prequel, whatever you want to call it, then I think Ryan Russell would be he would be good for it, right? So yeah, so this is Night Swim, and when I first saw the trailer, I thought it looked pretty decent, but I've heard not so good things about it. But I want to judge this for myself. You know what I'm saying? So this is from Blumhouse, and I don't know, like this one kind of has that, and I'm not even gonna go as far as saying like It's kind of like I don't know the best way to describe it. Like it's like some sort of like possessed pool or whatever you want to call it. You know what I mean? Like it's about um basically um Ryan Russell's character. He's a former Major League Baseball star. Basically, he's forced into retirement, and he moves into his new house, and then then they have a swimming pool, and then they discover like, demonic shit, what some like force like is coming from the swimming pool. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I mean, this looks pretty, decent. So I'm gonna give this a watch. No, so. All right, next movie I got, and this is an early John Claude Van Damme movie, and this is Kickboxer. Um, I'm hoping one day that the 4K comes out, and this is a Walmart exclusive steelbook, and um, I like I haven't seen in its entirety this movie, but I've seen Kickboxer 2, Roll Back Home, Kickboxer 3, Kickboxer 4, the ones with Sasha Mitchell, I should say. Um, I liked what is that? Bloodsport with John Claude Van Damme. I liked it. I like that one. Hopefully one day that comes out that gets a 4K release. Hopefully this gets a 4K release too. And this is from Lionsgate. And excuse me, Lionsgate has been killing it with the Steelbook game. I just wish this was a 4K, but this one. I mean, this will kind of put. I would say no retreat, no surrender. Kind of put John Claude on the map, but it was movies like Kickboxer and Bloodsport that really like put him like on the map. He was also in he was in Breaking too. Not Breaking the sequel, but the first movie Breaking. And if you see him in a blink of an eye, he's one of the dance. He was dancing the you know background and stuff. Where you have Lucinda Dickey and Shabadoo and all them. They like dancing and stuff like that. So he kind of knows how to dance too. I will give him that. So um yeah. So this one I definitely gonna get, and I'm definitely gonna watch, and I am gonna review. A review will be coming pretty soon here. So the next movie that I got, and I've heard pretty decent things about this one too. This one stars Catherine Newton and Cole Sprouse, Lisa Frankenstein. I've heard pretty good things about this one, and it's nice to see Cole Sprouse, in movies and stuff like that, and Dylan Sprouse. For those of you who don't know who they are, they were best known as they were in Friends, of course. Um, what else did they do? Was it Sweet Life of Cody, whatever, Zach and Cody. whatever the those shows are. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's nice to see him on a big screen. So hopefully, I wish them luck with their success. So all right, so that's all the movies that I have. So I'm gonna show off the vinyls. So as I'm seeing a couple people on the group chat here, you have KDN. What's good, bro? How you doing? And then you have Sharice Jones. What is good? I haven't seen you here before. KDN, I've seen you before, but what is my favorite movies? Okay, that's a good question. Let's see. One of my favorite movies is Scream from 1996. The Rundown with The Rock from 2003. Um, what else? E.T. the Extraterrestrial, The Godfather. Scarface. They Live. Halloween 1978. There's so many movies. I have so many favorites. Stay tuned for a I'm gonna go through all my movie collection. So that is definitely coming up pretty soon. That would be to be announced. Tony, what's good? Um Thoughts on NBA player being banned for life for gambling? This is new because I've never heard that. Um I mean, here's the thing. If you're gambling, you paying the price. I mean, if you gambling your own money away, okay, that's one thing. But if you using a company's money to gamble, to gamble and you lose it all, then okay, shame on you. But either way it goes, I don't know. For gambling, I mean, if it's affecting his game, I don't think. And see, okay, and this is a problem. Okay, so if you're gonna get, why not ban Draymond Green? Because he had too many flagrant fouls in his career. Why not ban him? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I guess I guess it's I see where they're coming from because in case when you once you go into gambling, then you're gonna start stealing from the company or you're gonna start whatever the case may be. But honestly, it's like you making all this money. Why would you gamble your money away? And for what? Now you're just being greedy. Now it's like your head's not in the game. All you want to do is go to the fucking casino. So I get it, but at the same time, it's like, okay, well, ban Draymond Green. He needs to be banned because how many flagrant fouls and how many people he's hurt in the NBA? I wait. He should be banned from playing completely. All those flagrant fouls he had, he should be gone. I mean that motherfucker's so ugly that when he looks at a fucking plant, it just dies. I mean, it just dies completely. I'm sorry. That's how ugly he is to me. But I mean, he's a good defensive man, but he's just he gets himself into so much trouble. It's not even funny. So he should be banned too. Okay, ban him. I would say ban LeBron James so we making house party. Let's keep it a buck. Shoot. He has something to do with the remake of House Party. He produced it. He should be banned. Banned as fat. Turn the NBA off the air because it's just a catastrophe. But that's a story for another different day. I would man about the NBA, but nah, I'm not here to man about it. But all right. So I showed off the four movies. So I'm gonna show off some vinyls that I picked up last week, actually. All right. So there's a few vinyls, quite a few, but it's not as many. I have like way more vinyls that I could show off, but I'm gonna end. We're gonna be here all night, so I'm gonna show off just these. I am gonna show off more vinyls. I'm gonna go through them. As the time progresses, I am gonna show off. You know what I mean? But I'm definitely gonna do like show off my movie collection and vinyl collection. So yeah, I'm that's definitely, like I said, stay tuned for that. So, all right. So, the first vinyl I'm going to show off for you guys, and I do have one unboxing just in case you missed it last night. So, I did show it off last night, but just in case if anybody that's coming on here missed last night's stream, I did unbox a vinyl, so I'm gonna show that off in a little bit. So I went to Sound Explosion, which is in Inkster, Michigan. Shout out to Sound Explosion. They actually gave me 30%. $30 off my whole order. So I would have been paying almost $200. I would have been paying 160, but instead I kept it under 200. So great job, me. All right, so the first vine I want to show off, and this is Brenda Starr, and this is from her 1985 album, I Want You to Love. And the songs on here include Love Me Like the First Time, Suspicion, Picking Up the Pieces. I don't think I've heard this particular album, but I know who Brenda K. Starr is. I know who she is, but she actually um, sang one of my favorite songs, and which that's the next vinyl that I'm gonna show off. And this is Brenda Starr again, and this is off his self-titled album. Um, you have Straight from the Heart, Drive Another Girl Home, Over and Over. You Should Be Loving Me. What You See Is What You Get. And this is from her 1987 album. And I think she's a pretty dope singer. I think she's very underrated as a singer. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, it's like one of those things. She's one of those singers where she was just like left under the radar. She's a very good singer, very dope singer, dope R&B, singer, stuff like that. So the next vinyl, and this is Sister Stella, blah blah blah. Move it to the left, move it to the right, move it forward, move it backward. Let's start that over. This is Sister Sledge. And Sister Sledge, We Are Family. And this is from 1979. Um, Songs include He's the Greatest Dancer, Thinking of You, We Are Family. Someone Loves Me. He's the Greatest Dancer. That's one of my favorites. That's one of my favorite songs off this album. You know what I'm saying? And they're pretty dope singers and stuff like that. So yeah, got this for pretty cheap, and it's in pretty good condition too. Next one I got. Um, this is Pat Benatar. Seven the Hard Way. Never heard this album before. You know what I mean? And I do not know what songs are on here, and the reason why I don't is because this back here is water damage, and this was only like $3 and stuff like that. One of the reasons why I got this is because out of the memory of my late great father, who passed away back in January of this year. He used to. It was funny is that my mom's name is Pat, and um, my dad used to call her Pat Benatar. You know what I'm saying? Because my mom's name is Pat, and then now you have Pat Benatar. So yeah, um, that I think a couple. I bought a couple vinyls that was out of the memory of my dad. The next one I got, um, Michael Bolton, 14.99 for this. Wow. This is the type. This is the album, The Hunger. This is from 1987. Um, let's see. You have Sitting on the Dock of the Bay, Gina, Hot Love, Waiting on Love, um, You're All That I Need, and yeah, I like Michael Bolton. I think he's a dope singer and stuff like that. So yeah, well, okay, now I know why it's this price, 14.99, because it has not been opened. All right, that's pretty cheap. Some other places they would charge like over $20 for it because it's not opened. Next one I got is Laura Branigan, Self Control. It's one of my favorite songs, and this is from my 1984 album. Um, Songs include The Lucky One, Self Control, Ti Amo, Heart, Breaking Out, stuff like that. She's a pretty dope singer. Love her music. And this was pretty cheap though. This was only $3. All right, the next one I got, and this is another Laura album. This is from her Touch album, and this came out in 1987. I got a lot of vinyls from 1987. Wow, okay. Songs include Shadow of Love, Over Love, Meaning of the Woods, Shadow Glass, Touch, the title album. Um, I wanted to listen to more of her stuff, so I'm like, might as well get it. And speaking of it, another one. And this is her self-titled album. Um, this is from 1982. Um, please stay, go away. I wish we could be alone. Maybe I love you. All night with me, Gloria. Et cetera, et cetera. And I'm not gonna lie, she is pretty attractive. I'm not gonna hold you. And I got this for $2.99. So yeah, Laura Branigan, a must own in your collection. Very dope singer. Now the next one I got, um, one of my favorite movies, very underrated movie, and this is the soundtrack of Eddie and the Cruisers. Um, Eddie and the Cruisers stars Michael Pere, Tom Berenger in the early role. This is directed by Martin Davidson. This one came out in 1983. Um, on the Dark Side, that's definitely one of my favorites. I think it's probably the only favorite song I have off this, the only favorite song that I love off this album and stuff. I definitely want to listen to the whole soundtrack. So definitely watch the movie because the movie itself is actually good, and this kind of put Michael Pere, it kind of put him on a map, and I think there's a story to it. And at first, they didn't want him doing the movie because he was an unknown at the time. But at the time, no, he was doing what is it called? America, what is it? America's Greatest Hero or something like that. Great American Hero, or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, Greatest American Hero. That TV show that he did, that William Cat did back in the early '80s. So he was in this. So He was also in Eddie and the Cruisers, and of course Eddie and the Cruisers, and Streets of Fire. But I think it was after Streets of Fire. I think his career just tumbled quickly. Like I don't know what happened there, and it was supposed to be like a three. It was supposed to be like a trilogy, but Streets of Fire didn't really do too good at the box office, so they kind of squashed it. Which I wouldn't have mind a trilogy, but I mean I don't know. Like, what can you do with that? I think to me it was good as a standalone movie, and it also had Willem Dafoe in it too in the early role too as well. All right, so the next Rhino that I got, and this is Canned Heat. This one's for like $6.99. Um, Walking by Myself is is a favorite song of mine, and that song, it was off of Cold Creek Manor with Dennis Quaid, and he was at the bar, and this song was played. I'm like, what song is this? This is actually a good song. So I don't know when this came out, and this is a it's special two record set, of course. Okay. It's Ken Heat Living the Blues album. That's what's up. Okay, it's cool. This is cool. All right. So the next one I got. This is Rochelle Capelli, and this I've never heard of her before in my life. And songs her I guess her single is I Feel Good. Hopefully this is not related to Stephanie Mills. I Feel Good. Hopefully not. Follow Your Heart. Um, Out of Control. This is from 1988. So never heard of her before, but I bought it because it was only $2, and I'm like, I'll give it a try. All right, next one I got is I only got this because it looked the vinyl looked good. It's Jim Foster Power Lines, and this looks. I'm not gonna hold you. I love these early '80s, vinyls and the designs and stuff like that. Um, this is from the 1986 album. Songs include Dancing on the Power Line, Saved by Night, Do It to Me, Maggie. I kind of like it because I don't know. I like the shoes too, but I mean I like the writing, but yeah, I just got it just because it was once again it was $2. All right, so the next movie that I got is Corey Hart, Boy in a Box, and this one came out in 19 something. Don't know when this one came out, but let's see. Let's check real quick. Okay, 1985. 1985. Um, I like Corey Hart. I thought he's a pretty dope singer. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, this one was pretty cheap. All right, the next one I got is Jefferson Starship, Winds of Change. Songs include Be My Lady, I Will Stay, Winds of Change, of course. And this is from 1982, I believe. And it's from RCA Records, 1971, 1982, whichever it came out. But yeah, I wanted to collect some Jefferson Starship and stuff. So, all right. So the next one I got, this one was a random find. This is New Edition, Under the Blue Moon. And um this one came out in 1986. You have songs like Earth Angel, A Million One, Hey There Lonely Girl. I'm curious to see what they do with this album. And this is like something like a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? And um I don't know. I think they was trying to go, I guess, like sort of like a different direction. Kind of like a little bit more acapella, maybe, and stuff like that. So I mean, it's good though. It's nice to do something different. So I'm definitely interested in this album. And this one, I never heard of this one before. So, and I'm pretty sure this was after Bobby Brown left. If I'm not mistaken. All right, next one. I got is REO Speedwagon, and Wheels Are Turning. Um, this is from 1984. Can't Fight This Feeling, one of their signature songs and stuff, and of course, Wheels Are Turning, Rock and Roll Star. But yeah, I like REO Speedwagon. I think they're a pretty dope group. And the next one I got is Red Rider, Breaking Curfew. Never heard of these people before. And this is from 1984. Okay. So, songs on here include Somebody's Watching, Shake Monster, Whipping Boy, Young Thing, Wild Dreams. Young Thing, Wild Dreams Rock Me. So I can't wait to get into this. Like I said, I've never heard of these people before. Alright. Next one I got is Eddie Money. Um Eddie Murphy, not Eddie Murphy. Eddie Money, 1970. This is from the 1977 self-titled album. Um, this one songs include Two Tickets to Paradise. That's a good one. You really got a hold on me, baby. Hold on. Gambling Man. Yeah. Baby, hold on. That's another great one. Love that song. So this is also like one of my dad's um, favorite, one of my dad's favorites too. So this is a memory of my dad. Rest in peace. Um, next one is Bobby Brown. Don't be cruel. Um, songs include My Prerogative, Every Little Step. Love that song. This is from 1988. This is from 1988. Every Little Step. I remember um, family. It was an episode of Family Matters. They played this, um, and I, fell in love with it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think this is like his second or third album. I think, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, this I heard this is a pretty dope album. So yeah. Next one I got is Money. Trust me. Never heard of this before. This is from 1983. I only got it just because it was $2.99. Um, songs include The Lock-In, Can't Happen, Feel the Change. So, yeah. Um, This is pretty cool artwork. So next one I got is Peebo Bryson, and this one, um, this is a self-titled. No, actually, this is I'm in love, and um, I'm collecting, Peebo Bryson and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yeah, well, might as well get it because it's only $2. So, um, Eddie Grant, going for broke. This one sadly doesn't have Electric Avenue because that's what he's famous for. This is from 1984, and I wanted to collect some Eddie Grant. So yeah, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and get this one. Next movie, not why did I say movie? Next vinyl, Howard Johnson. So singles include Let's Take Time Out, plus Jump into Fire and Missing You. Howard Johnson, I could have sworn I've heard him before, but I don't think I've listened to any of his songs. And if I did, I wouldn't know who I didn't know who the artist was. So, yeah, I this was for like $10, so wasn't too bad. Next one I got is Eugene Wild. Um, I like Eugene Wild. Um, Don't Say No Tonight is really one of my favorites. This is from 1985. And cover looks a little beat up a little bit, but I mean, who cares? It was only $1.99, so I mean, I can't complain too much. When it comes to vinyl, it's like I don't care what the condition is, as long as it's playable. I'm good with that. Um, Gene Khan is the next one. You're a part of me. This is from 1988. Songs include Eight Note Way, Heartbreak, You're a Part of Me, Closer to You. Jean Carn, I know who she is, but I forgot the songs that she came up with. So this was also $2.99. All right, so the next one I got is the Four Tops Tonight. Um, Singles include When She Was My Girl. That was a good one. I like that song. Tonight I'm gonna love you all over. So, this is from 1981. So I love me some Four Tops. You know what I'm saying? So, Four Tops. That's one of the another song I like from them is "The Way Nature Planned It" from the '70s. I heard that is a very good song. Love that song. All right, so the next one, "Friends of Distinction." Whatever. What songs on here include um Sofa Anthem, New Mother Nature, You and I. One of my favorite songs on here is Willa Faye. And this is from 19 something something something. It might have been early 70s, if I had to guess. I think it was like 70, maybe 71, 72, something like that. But this one, you don't really come across this one often. But the fact that they have my favorite song, Willa Faye, I I said, you know what? I have to grab this. You know what I'm saying? So, and this is from like 790. This is 7.99. So I'm like, yep, I'll take that. So next one, Howard Hewitt. Um, he's a pretty dope singer. I think he's kind of underrated. And this one came out in 1990. And songs include "Show Me." Um, this is a very good song. Um, with Howard Hewitt, very good song, very dope song. So I love it, but haven't listened to the whole album yet. Next one, Joyce Kennedy. I don't know if I've heard of her before. You know what I mean? And songs include "The Last Time," "I Made Love." That was with Jeffrey Osborne, Taylor Made, and "Looking for Trouble." This one came out in 1984. Okay. All right, cool. So, yeah. Next one. Patti LaBelle, "On My Own," featured "On My Own" with Michael McDonald. "Kiss Away the Pain," "Something Special," "Old People," "Winner," "In You" album. Sorry about that. This is from 1986. "On My Own," that is a good song. I actually like that song. Um, I do like Patti LaBelle a lot, you know what I'm saying? So, I can't wait to tap into these vinyls, honestly, because some of these picks are pretty dope. I can hold you. All right, next one I got is the Vet, The Big Throwdown, and one of my favorite songs. This is from 1987. One of my favorite songs is Casanova. Love that song. In and Out, Temptation, Throwdown, Sweet Sensation. So, um, yeah, this is definitely this. Hopefully, this will be a dope album. You know what I'm saying? So, next one is never heard this one. Red. It's Red, and this is from 1986. Songs include "Sexy Girl, Teach Me," "Mr. DJ." Um, like I said, I've never heard of them before. And the fact that this is 3.99, and yeah, it has a little tear right here, but who cares? As long as the vinyl plays, that's all I care about. All right. So next one is I got another ready for the world is Rough and Ready. Songs contain My Girlie plus Darling Darling Shane Cowboy. And this is off their 1988 album. Ready for the World. Um, they did songs like "Oh Sheila," "Digital Display." Um, yeah, etc. etc. Next one is Lilo Thomas, "All of You." This is from, let me guess, 1984. Yeah, 1984. Songs include "Hold On," "Show Me," "All of You," "My Girl," "Never Give You Up." So I could have sworn I've heard of him before, but I don't know. I don't know exactly what songs he's best known for. All right. The next one I got is UTFO, and yeah, this is all I gotta. If I get copyrighted, if I get banned because of showing nudity, well, it's not even nudity. It's not even porn. So, um, this one, Mobass, SWAT. That's pretty much it. I mean, that nice provocative art cover. All right, so I got two more. Um, Next one, Star Points, Sensational. This one came out in 1987. He wants my body. Prove it tonight. Sensational. Another night. The more we love. So Starpoint, I've heard of them before. I've heard of them. They're pretty dope. Pretty dope group. So okay, cats, you about to break the freaking vinyl. Jeez Louise. Stacy Lit Stacy Stacy Letitia and Johnny Gill. Perfect combination. Songs include Falling in Love Again, 50-50, Baby It's You, Come Out of the Shadows. This is from 1984. So, yeah. Um, this looks like a pretty dope album. And I think this was before Johnny Gill, I think, joined New Edition, or I think it was around the time he joined the New Edition. All right. So, Tony asks, "Do I have any New Edition?" Oh yeah, I have plenty of New Edition. I think I have 3 albums from them. Well, 4 now. Yeah. Um, I got their early albums. Um, with Candy Girl and all them. Like I had their early albums, and yes, Johnny Gill. He was very underrated, in my honest opinion. Very underrated. One of my favorite songs by Johnny Gill was "Lady de Jour." That's one of my favorite songs by him. Um, "Love in the Elevator." That's another dope song too. Now the last vinyl I want to show off, and this is actually an unboxing, and this is Sylvia with Pillow Talk. This is from the 1973 album. Songs include Pillow Top, Give It Up in Vain. Had any lately? Yeah, this was I got this for a decent price. You know what I'm saying? And yeah. Um you're probably wondering, well, if I'm collecting all this vinyl, am I still collecting movies? Well, here's the thing, and I'm gonna tell you a little something. I'm kind of steering away from movies a little bit, and movies is getting at that point where they're getting too damn expensive. And I expressed that on a couple, on my live stream a couple of days ago. So I don't know. They're just getting at that point. It's like, well, if I'm spending all this money on movies, and if I'm only getting 5, 6 of them, well, why not just spend some on vinyl? If I'm spending $100 on 4 movies, I might as well get some vinyls for cheaper, and I can get about 20 for 30 vinyls at a time for $100. You know what I'm saying? It's like it kind of makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean that's where I'm kind of at with movies right now. I mean I'm still gonna buy them, but I don't think I'm gonna buy as many. Dominic Rocco, am I in New York? No, I'm not in New York. I'm in boring ass Michigan. You wouldn't want to come to Michigan because it's so boring as hell. Where are you from? Yeah. Like I don't know. To be honest with you, if I here's the thing, if I'm gonna get my money's worth, I might as well start investing in some vinyls. And the reason why I've been investing in vinyls a little lately is because, well, for one thing, I also do other I also do other collaborations with other YouTubers. Um, Shout out to Reg Reviews and Daddy Rap Podcast, who, they collaborate together, on a regular, and they have a large like vinyl CD collection. They're more hip hop heads. They're more hip hop heads than I am. So whenever they talk about a certain artist, then it's like, all right, well, now I want to get it. Now I want to invest in it. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I don't consider myself a hip hop head like that, but I mean, I know some music. I've heard, I like, the thing is, I've heard songs, but I just haven't heard like whole ass albums. So, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. So, um, let's see, where we at? Um, where we at? Where we at? Okay, so you in Queens, New York. Okay, that's cool. You just came back from Florida. Oh, I love Florida. Florida's nice. I love it. Yeah, 70s and 80s. Yes, I love my 80s music. I love the 70s as well too. You're a comic collector. That's what's up. I can't get mad about that. I'm a movie and music collector. More well, I was more movies, but now I just shift gears into music a little bit. So I'm kind of taking a break, like a small break from movies a little bit, buying them. Because now new releases are like, instead of every Tuesday, it's like every other. So, yeah, that's good. You're a comic collector. What kind of comics what kind of comics do you collect usually? And you're a horror, and you're a movie collector too, but you're horror. Okay, what kind of horror movies do you like? Tony asks, do I think VHS will become vinyls make a comeback? I think they should. And here's why. Because there's a lot of movies that are still on VHS, hasn't seen the light of day of DVD, Blu-ray, and 4K. I think they need to come back. That's just my honest opinion. And trust me, if people started collecting VHSs again, you know how many, and mind you, places like the secondhand store, like Salvation Army and the Goodwill, they still have VHSs. I'm pretty sure that would be flying off shelves before you know it. I bet you any money. And to be honest with you, like I would start collecting VHSs again. But here's the problem, and here's the issue. Now, if they're gonna do something like that, they need to have. See, since now TVs are more advanced, now you're gonna have to buy like the necessary equipment to work the VHS and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, make a VHS. If they're gonna bring back VHS, make a VHS player where it can only take like an HDMI cord or something like that. You know what I mean? Kind of like 4Ks and Blu-rays does. I mean, I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. I think they should do something like that. Um, Dominic says I collect all comics except Valiant and Images from 1990. That's what's up. Yeah, I haven't really gotten to collecting comics, but I respect the hell out of people who love collecting comics. I mean, comics they're worth some money. So yeah, they're definitely worth it. VHSs are dead except horror movies and the movies Cars from Disney. I have yet to see Cars. I want to see it now. And um, I have a very big problem with Disney. Honestly, I honestly I didn't like the fact that Pixar join forces with Disney, or Disney bought out Pixar. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, Pixar, they, I don't think it's not one movie from Pixar that was horrible. Yeah, movies like Cars and Finding Dory, Finding Nemo, Incredibles. Those were Pixar titles, and they were very good quality movies. But Disney is just getting too. I don't really care for Disney like that. And as far as like VHSs are dead, that's what they saying about physical media completely. But I mean, I've seen people that still collect old VHSs. But I wouldn't mind start collecting those again. It's just the problem is, with TVs being so advanced now, it's kind of like you gotta get like a tube TV to even. It's like, who wants to go through all that? That's just kind of a waste of time. And then it's like I wouldn't even trust the VHSs from the Salvation Army or like even like used ones. I would rather just buy a brand spanking new one and call it a day. How much is rent over there? Um, oh man, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Um, it depends. If you're looking for like a two-bedroom, you have to go to like places like Detroit and like those inner cities, those rough cities. But if you don't want to live in a rough city, a two-bedroom would probably run you, if you're lucky, $950 to $1,000 a month. It's getting high as hell. You know what I'm saying? And even with the studio, a studio might run you like maybe 800, 850 maybe. It depends on where you go. But it's hella high here too. It's just hella high everywhere. How much I'm paying right now is I got one bedroom, so I pay like what is it, 990, which I mean the reason why I'm paying that is because I have a cat. So if it wasn't for that, it would be like 960. But then on top of that, I have to pay for water and gas. So that's like $1,000 a month. So yeah, it's gonna run you that. It's just too hella high here, and I haven't been in New York, so I bet it's high there too. Do I think now that Vince is gone, the upcoming WWE draft is going to be the best it's ever been? It's in 2 weeks. I hope both shows change up the roster. They need to push more talent, and that's this an issue. You pushing these same talents. You know what I mean? Like you have people like Ricochet. He needs a big push bad. And I'm not gonna lie, his wife, who is the person who announces the winners of the new championship, I'm not gonna lie, she is hot. Um, Ricochet needs a push. Sami Zayn needs a more of a push too. Um, we got the talent. Even Tommaso Ciampa, which I thought he was great in TNA, and he needs a big push. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I just get tired seeing the same people, and I'm glad that Cody Rhodes won. You know what I'm saying? And that needed to happen. Him and they're teasing a match between him and The Rock, so I'm looking forward for that. Hopefully Triple H, he does his thing and stuff. So Um, Strowman is coming back. I didn't hear. I heard. I keep hearing about that, and he's coming back as a heel. Well, they needed. They should have put. They should have been pushed him. Well, I think they did for a minute, but then the babyface thing wasn't working. And then when he was heel, it just what did they do? What did they do? You know what I mean? And he's very talented. You know what I'm saying? And now you have um now you have Roman Reigns. He's taking time off. Thank God. And Seth Rollins taking time off. And what's her name? I think Becky Lynch. I think is taking some time, and Rhea Ripley is taking some time off too. So there's some people that's taking time off. So now it's time to push your talent, the talent that you have already. Solo Sokoa, I'm gonna tell you something. He's trash on the mic. He's just trash completely. To me he can't wrestle. To me he's just not. He's not ready to even be a main eventer. I'm sorry. I mean that bloodline. They should just dispute that altogether. He can't even run the blood. Hell, like I'd rather have Jimmy Uso run the bloodline than Solo Sokoa. I mean, Solo, he just stands there. And how many matches has he won? Actually, I'll wait. And they are pushing Solo because I mean, hell, that's the only person from the bloodline they could actually push. So now it's gonna be Solo versus Jimmy. Let's see how that happens, and then watch. Jimmy's gonna come back, and you know Jimmy's gonna want to tag with Jay Uso. Jay Uso, to me, I think he's fine by himself. I think he's doing fair, but give him like less boring matches. You know what I'm saying? Like have him do something extravagant. The Wyatt family will come back with Bo Dallas, Strowman, etc. I Bo Dallas. The Wyatt family to me without you know it's it won't be the same. You know, without Bray Wyatt, I just don't know. It won't be the same. Bo Dallas, I have not seen him in a minute. I mean, he's I haven't seen enough of his stuff, but hopefully he do something. I hope he does justice, to the Wyatt family. Hopefully. Let's hope, cause Uncle Howie seems interesting. Yeah, yeah. Um, but I'm just now getting back into wrestling. Now I quit a while, but once Vince McMahon was out, I kind of got back into it a little bit more, but yeah, shoot. AJ Styles got a couple more years in him left, I feel, to be honest with you. I don't know. It's like, what more can you do with AJ? I mean, I think, in my opinion, he needs to retire now, but what do I know? Um, you had Sting from AEW um, retired. What they need to do, they need to bring MJF from AEW. They need to bring him over to W. They need to bring him over. Sheamus, yeah. Sheamus, he don't do much for me. I mean, he's pretty solid. He's a solid wrestler. Don't get me wrong. Well, it's just his caricature doesn't really do it much for me. I mean, I would like to see him and Finley go at it. That would be nice. That would be real nice. I would love to see that, but nah, I don't think we gonna ever see that. But yeah, seems like we got some wrestling. We got some wrestling fans. Okay, that's what's up. I like that. So, um, I'm gonna get off of here. I got about a couple more minutes until I get off of here. So, if you guys have any more comments, last questions, and stuff like that, feel free to ask. Is it wrestling related? Whether it's movie related, vinyl related, music related, anything related, just ask. If I ever see cars on VHS, it's worth a lot of money. Oh yeah. Oh, of course. Definitely. I think anything on VHS, from that time period is definitely worth a lot of money. But all right. So I'm gonna make an announcement on my channel. So what's coming up on my channel is let's see, I got what I got. All right. So this weekend, I don't think it's going to be a Walmart out and about video unless if I feel maybe if I feel like it, we'll see. Um, I am gonna yaga on to Reg Reviews. I am collaborating with them on the 227 breakdown on their channel. So definitely stay tuned for that. That's gonna be this Saturday at 3 p.m. So definitely stay tuned for that. Go on to subscribe to Reg Reviews. Definitely, and I'll put it in the community tab too. So 3 p.m. I will be on Reg's channel. Next week on my channel will be the Mama's Family Breakdown. Reg and Try are gonna join us for that. So stay tuned on that. That day is to be determined. So, what are my thoughts on P. Diddy? You really want to know? We could be here like another 2 hours. That motherfucker got more charges than the Bank of America. Cause I'm gonna tell you something about P. Diddy with his ugly ass. That ugly motherfucker. If I ever catch him on the streets, he better not let me catch him on the streets. I ain't scared of him. The fuck? But in all seriousness, P. Diddy, you know what? Yeah, that's another. Ooh, that's a different subject. He needs to just go to jail. Don't drop the soap, and just please just get do us all a favor and just rid yourself from society, please. Like literally, like oh man, I can't. P Diddy, I can't stand him. Like he's done a lot of people dirty. You know what I'm saying? And he just needs to go. He needs to be canceled. With cancel culture, bring your asses over here and cancel this man. You know what I'm saying? I heard he's on the run. I heard he got caught. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's going on anymore. He probably fleed the country. They're gonna be catch if they haven't caught him by now, they'll catch him. They get him. You know what I'm saying? He'll be caught. So justice will be served. That's all I got to say about that subject. Yeah, Diddy. Yeah, okay. But anyways, yeah. So that's it for today. Um, click that like button. Go subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. You know, tell your friends, tell your people, tell everybody about me and stuff like that. Definitely stay tuned for more content, and more content will be coming very soon. So, with that being said, click that like button. That way, you help the algorithm. You know, subscribe to my channel, help the algorithm. So, yeah. Oh, and one more thing. I will be doing a Leonard Part 6 review on this channel. And I'm doing that by myself. I am going to, mind you, and this is a fair warning, this will be more of a rant than a review. And I will be intoxicated, I feel. Maybe. I don't know. I feel like I need to be intoxicated for this movie. Like literally, like it's on the fact that it's on YouTube. I can't believe that. Like it's like why? Why is this on YouTube? Why is this even allowed on YouTube? So, all right. So I'm gonna cut out of here because I got pretty much another live stream to do. So, with that being said, this is Mike from Mike's Movie Corner and more. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.